All right, we are live. As soon as I fix this.
I don't have an agenda, so you guys are on your own.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome to the Board of Selectmen's meeting dated Tuesday, January 20th. The time is 6:05. Would you all please salute the flag with me, please?
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you, everybody. Okay, citizens' input about anything on the agenda today.
No hands?
No hands.
Okay, so we are good. We're gonna move on to administration, and Paula is going to talk about the default budget.
No, I have something else first. I have something else first.
Okay.
Excuse me. I have a fire warden appointment, deputy forest fire warden appointment for Haley Sitar. That just needs to be signed. She is one of the per diems, the fire department, and helping with administrative stuff now.
Okay.
So that just needs to be signed. And then we have from the assessor, an elderly exemption. Says the amount is 110,000, that's not what
That's the value.
that's the value,
Right.
and so that just needs to be signed.
Okay.
And, no, I don't think so. Can we have a motion for those? For the deputy forest fire warden appointment
Motion that we approve the deputy fire warden,
of Haley Sitar.
Haley Sitar.
Second?
Motion by Joe, seconded by Mike. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. And then,
And then an elderly exemption.
Make a motion that we approve the other one.
do we have a figure, excuse me one second, Joe. Do we have a figure on what the exemption is?
100,000.
That's what the value, net value is, not what it's going to come
No,
out to.
Right. No, it's the land or the whole thing
she's
down
just
100,000
reducing the assessed value right now.
to 100,000.
So they just want to drop it down to
Exactly.
100,000, just so everybody knows what
Yep.
we're saying.
Yep.
All right, so it's to lower the net value of said property by
Correct.
100,000.
Yep.
All right,
Make a motion to approve the lowering of the net value by $100,000 and for the other one exemption.
Second?
motion by Joe, seconded by Mike, all in favor?
Aye.
So that would be unanimous.
Dan, are you talking about this, or am I?
Yeah, I can do the default.
Okay.
So, last time we were here, we talked about the default. I honestly wasn't ready to approve the default because we hadn't really gone over it in depth. Since then, there's a lot of chatter online, which is kind of meaningless because we weren't done. But there are adjustments that we have to make. None of those numbers that we gave out were solid with the exception of the budget number, not the default budget, the actual proposed budget. So the default, as I knew it was going to change, has changed because a lot of it was just transposing the numbers and not adjusting it because, again, we haven't sat down and actually, gone through line by line for the most part, right? But now that we have, there are adjustments, and I'll just hit them out really quickly. Building safety, you guys will see those two lines. You guys have the same sheets I do, right?
Yep.
Okay. You'll see the salary lines in the cable. And then you flip again to the town clerk and deputy town clerk. Emergency management. Executive, see, we had to go back to what it was, not what we designed with combining the finance department and the TA position.
Right.
So as you can see in finance, it's up, you know, this to 7,500,000. Salaries in the fire department, we had to go all the way back to the 239,775 number. Yeah, libraries down to 118. Salary, general government buildings, our maintenance guys, down to 17,850.
Yep.
So highway didn't change, it's just highlighted to show that we kind of separated it out a little bit. That's all that was,
Yep.
okay? Planning board, back down. Police. So police is down on salary administration, but it's still up because we have a contract signed with Kate Drago to do the policies and stuff like that. So
Yep.
that's up because of that. The other line is the salary for full-time officers. If you guys remember the position that we tried to add a year ago and it failed?
Yep.
Same thing, that same position is in there. And then the part-time officers, that was just a salary adjustment from what it was before. Let's see, rec salary, down to 31. And this is the big one. So the transfer station, it looks a lot worse than it is. We only raised and appropriated 112,000 in our default budget for 2025, when in actuality, we're spending way more than that, only because it wasn't accounted for properly. So this is a budget that's continually been overspent because it hasn't been in properly.
Correct.
You know what I mean? So, and the bad thing is that it'll stay this way until we pass a budget.
Correct.
So, that's that one specifically.
And that's primarily due to the disposal fees that were.
No, this is salary lines. This is salary lines. The disposal fees, I can go up on that because that's contract. That's contractual. The salary lines were just
You can't-
wrong.
Right.
Salary lines were the same for 3 years in a row.
And they've
Yep.
all gotten raises. We've sat here, you know, they've
That
got raises.
even when the budget got approved.
Budget got approved, it never bumped the salaries up.
And when we say salaries, by the way, on that, we're talking, these people were making just over $10 an hour.
Yeah,
To
they're-
be down there,
They're all hourly employees. They're not,
Right.
which was ridiculous.
right. And the last one is the zoning board of adjustment.
Yep.
So what that does is that puts us at a default budget number of $4,963,101.26. That's where that puts us. Paula, do you have the exact difference between the proposed and the default now?
I will.
Okay,
It just-
thank you.
It didn't print.
No, that's fine, as long as you get us that later. So I'll make a motion to approve the default budget as shown to us at $4,963,101.26.
Whoa.
What?
Seconded by Joe for discussion.
Say that number. Oh, I'm looking at the wrong number. Okay, yes, sorry.
11.
Page 11 of 12. bottom right.
Yeah. No, go ahead, sorry.
Okay,
It's a difference from the proposed budget of $327,660.91.
thank you. So that's our delta, is 327.
Lower, yep.
Okay. Okay,
So motion by Dan, seconded by Joe. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
That's
That would be
unanimous.
unanimous. So the default budget has been set.
budget is set. The proposed budget was already set, we all already were here for the public hearing.
So I'm going to emphasize this every time this comes up. Getting these line items correct every single time. I don't care if we overspend in a category, we underspend. That's the value, so that we go into these budgets and we know where our issues are.
Right. And it's tough too, when, you know, we try to spend the town's money and the taxpayers' money the best way we can.
Yep.
But when we get a default, it's really difficult to do, like you said, when I know things are not being accounted for properly. Even though now we can do it properly, if we get another default, all those lines that we just said are gonna be overspent. Not all of them, but, you know,
Which is fine.
Right.
But it blares out and it tells us and it helps shape our decisions because we know what is critical that we have to overspend and
Right.
where we have to pull back on.
right. Okay.
I have to apologize. There's one
Was your
change.
math wrong?
On the budget, I forgot last week, we added the 6,000 for the health into the
Default or
budget.
proposed?
Proposed.
Okay.
So the proposed budget, I have to adjust it on our spreadsheet, is 5,296,957.17. It's a difference of you guys approved it last week, 6,195.
We did approve that number,
Yeah.
so, okay.
I just forgot to adjust it on here.
To adjust it on this sheet.
So the difference is 333,855. 91. Yep.
Okay.
That's the difference now, but,
Okay,
sorry, I'm
It's
losing my
okay.
voice.
okay. All right. You want me to go into the warrant articles?
Yes, please.
All right, so now we are going to approve said warrant articles. That is not,
And mind you, the wordings might change slightly depending upon
Very
if
slightly.
DRA requires some wordings to be changed when we submit them to DRA.
yeah, so it's updated in the warrant article, Paula, it's not updated.
It was, I had updated it in that, but I didn't update the spreadsheet. I apologize.
Okay. All right, so warrant article 5, I think it's gonna be, we're
Yep.
pretty on point with that. Shall the town of Newton raise and appropriate as an operating budget, not including appropriations by special warrant articles or other appropriations voted separately, the amount set forth on the budget posted with the warrant or as amended by vote of the first session for the purposes of set forth therein, totaling $5,296,957.17. Should this article be defeated, the default budget shall be $4,963,101.26, which is the same as last year with certain adjustments required by previous action of the town of Newton or by law. Or the governing body may hold one special meeting in accordance with RSA 40:13, 10, and 16 to take up the issue of a revised operating budget only. Majority vote required. Second.
Motion by Joe, seconded by Dan. All in favor? Aye.
Okay, gentlemen. Article 6 has changed, and for everybody in TV land, and I said that stuff was not final until we had met with the other party and finalized the wording and the terms. So the terms have changed, situations changed, so now it's going to be a lump sum, $500,000 they want, instead of a payment of $50,000 a year. So I had to revise the warrant article, and I did speak to you briefly about how we could fund this to make this more palatable to the residents and the taxpayers in town. So I think that I'll read this warrant to you guys, and if you guys like the way it sounds and how we can do it, then we'll go forward with this. Forward with it by putting it on the budget, so to speak. So this is what it is. To see if the town will vote to authorize the select board to acquire land on Merrimack Road identified as Town Tax Map 12, Lot 6, Sublot 10, upon such terms and conditions as the select board deems to be in the town's best interest. Further, to see if the town will vote to raise and appropriate the sum of $500,000 for said acquisition. $250,000 to come from the Town Building Capital Reserve Fund, and the remaining $250,000 to come from general taxation. So we have a capital reserve fund that has $333,000 in it. If we utilize $250,000, we're splitting this amount in half. We only need to go to the taxpayers for $250,000. It's a one and done warrant article. It's not something we're gonna have to pay for 8 years. I think this is the route to go, in my opinion. I mean, if you guys all agree, then that's great. Hopefully the residents agree as well. But I think this is the best way going forward. We didn't determine the lump sum payment. That was determined by the other party, and that's fine. I'm fine with it. I think that we would be fine with it as well. So, I guess, do you guys have any discussion on that, or? Nothing else is changing. The lot's not changing, the amount's not changing, none of that is changing.
Just the way we're going to finance it.
Correct.
So with that said, just move to approve Article 6 as written.
I'll second it.
Motion by Joe, seconded by Dan. All in favor?
Aye.
Okay. Warrant Article 7,
Do you-
the fire department.
Did I give you?
No, you didn't. I rewrote this one too. And this isn't where I rewrote it. Did you type it?
Yeah, this is it.
No, it's not.
That's what you wrote.
Oh, yeah, it is. It is what I wrote. You're right. I'm sorry. I apologize. I do. Now that I'm reading it, all right. It's just, I kept it so simple when I was writing it that I almost didn't think I rewrote it. To see if the town will vote to raise and appropriate $370,000 to fund the 24/7 fire EMS department as voted on in warrant Article 17 in 2024. If approved, funding for the 24/7 fire EMS will remain as part of the operating and default budget in future years.
I like it.
Okay.
Motion to approve Article 7 as written.
Second.
Motion by Joe, seconded by Mike. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. That would be unanimous.
Warrant Article 8, contingency fund. You guys know what this one is. To see if the town will vote to establish a contingency fund pursuant to the provisions of RSA 31:98-A for the current year for unanticipated expenses that may arise, and further to raise and appropriate $40,000 to put in the fund. This sum to come from the unassigned fund balance. Any appropriation left in the fund at the end of the year will lapse into the general fund. Majority vote required. Just so we're all clear, we didn't touch it 2 years ago. We didn't touch it last year or this year. So that money has gone into the unassigned fund and come out of the unassigned fund twice now. This will be the third time if it passes. It's a net zero to taxpayers at this point. The first time, okay, but now it's just like a security blanket, you
Yep.
know?
Make a motion to approve warrant Article 8 as written.
Second.
Motion by Joe, seconded by Mike. All in favor? Aye.
So this next one, gentlemen, and it kills me to do this, but I think, I talked to the road agent, and he can talk about it if he wants to, but we really, really want the land purchase to go through. So I think that to make everything really simple and clean, we remove this one article just for this year. Which is the raising of $200,000 for the highway paving.
And simply put, what Dan said, the simplicity of it is this, that we understand that taxpayers are overburdened with their taxes because of their new assessments and stuff. The importance of getting this piece of property for the town's future is
It's paramount.
it's
yeah.
paramount to our future. So we don't want to have to ask for so much money that we overburden you even more. So like Dan said, we're trying to keep this as simple, keep things clean, to where we can get everything passed, hopefully, and be
And like
able
you
to
said,
take
I
care
mean,
of
we don't want
business.
to ask for too much.
Right.
So we're trying to ask for as little as possible.
Yep.
Mike, you got something?
Yeah, just to expand on that, right?
Sure.
And we've had these conversations for the past couple of weeks. And it just comes down to that, priorities, right? That land is priority. So for the greater good, and it pains me, I'm not gonna sugarcoat it, it pains me.
I know.
To do away with that warrant article, and I will pre-warn the residents in town, that leaves me $100,000 to pave this year. There'll be almost no paving done this year. Just in advance, warning everybody so they don't blow up the phone at the highway department and go, when are you paving my road? And we're in a deficit, we've spoken many times about
Right.
this, right? So we're in a deficit, this is gonna make it worse, but
I
back
feel
to
like
the
the
priorities.
sacrifice is worth it,
Correct.
you know?
And I do believe it is worth it. That's for the long term. You'll just have to deal with roads in the condition they are. And I don't want to add insult to injury. If this winter doesn't get better soon, there'll be less paving done because
Lots of salt.
my salt budget, right now, we're 3 weeks into the year. I've used 45% of my salt budget for the whole year.
Yeah.
So it's looking pretty bleak right out of the gate. Nothing I can do about it, right?
No, we can't control the weather.
No, so we gotta deal with the cards we dealt with.
Yeah.
But it's shaping up to be not that great for a paving year with all the factors.
I
And it might
understand.
change, you know.
It may
who knows?
change.
Maybe February and March are good, but then I still have the end part of the winter too, so we'll see.
Sure.
We'll see.
Hopefully, the
I just
voters,
think it's the right decision. Over the grand scheme of things, we'll take it on the chin for a year. And then we'll revisit it next year, and maybe
Yeah.
everything's changed, and we'll go
Sure.
for, maybe we'll go for the bond.
maybe?
I don't know, we'll see.
Okay. Thank you.
Thanks, Mike.
Warrant Article 9, see if the town will raise and appropriate the sum of 6,000, did we vote on that?
That's a petition.
No, the last one, did we vote on it?
Yes.
We did.
The contingency fund?
Nope.
No, the
Oh, we don't
petition-
have to vote to remove it.
No.
We don't have to vote. We're all good with consensus to remove that warrant?
Yep.
Yeah, okay. We already read this one and it doesn't change and we already voted to be in favor of it, if I'm not mistaken, right?
Yeah, the
Yeah.
Lake Coast,
Okay.
just so people out there know.
What'd you say?
So everybody knows what we're talking about, the
Okay.
Lake Coast program.
I'll read it. To see if the town will vote to raise and appropriate the sum of $6,031 to support a Lake House program at the Newtontown Boat Ramp for the 2026 summer season. The Lake House program is a collaborative effort between New Hampshire Department of Environmental Services, New Hampshire Lakes, and local lake associations. It trains and employs individuals to provide courtesy boat inspections to prevent the spread of aquatic invasive plants such as milfoil from one lake to another, thereby protecting public lake uses such as swimming, fishing, and boating. Citizens petition, majority vote required. And we did already vote on that. This top half isn't part of the warrant, am I not mistaken?
Yeah.
Okay. So this warrant Article 10, which is another citizen petition warrant article, to see if the town of Newton will vote to raise and appropriate the sum of $7,200 for the purpose of doing maintenance and repairs to the ball fields at Greenie Park. If this article passes, these funds will be part of the town's operating budget in subsequent years, and I just realized that's where I read it.
That's it.
But anyways, and we already voted on that one, I believe, too?
Yes.
And we're all for it, right? Yeah, that's what I thought. So that's what I have for the warrant articles in the default budget, gentlemen, and I think that is complete with the exception of DRA getting a hold of the warrant articles and possibly changing some of the wording on it, and there's nothing we can do about that. That's just how it's gonna be going forward, but that is going to be the warrant. So we'll start, we are gonna start, you gotta upload them tomorrow if you wanted to now,
I'm gonna
right?
start typing everything into the DR. It takes a while.
Yeah, I know, I had to do it last year.
Yeah.
Okay, so you'll start that tomorrow. And then the numbers are all finalized for the budget, the default budget now.
Yep.
So we can start to circulate the actual,
And once I input it into the DRA, and sometimes I have to talk to them, I'll print the reports, and you guys will have to sign, because we have to post it
correct.
by Monday.
So the way DRA does it is they make us take what we have here, which is so nice and easy to read, and put things into weird buckets.
Yep.
And then it doesn't make any sense when you look at it, you know, this makes sense, but when
Bottom
DRA,
line comes out, but
yeah, the bottom line's the same, but when DRA makes us put it into these buckets that it doesn't belong in our opinion, it looks funny. But now I'm happy this is good. You make the adjustments of that $6,000 before we start sharing it to everybody. The default's good. We have all of our notes in there. That's good. The warrants are good. So I think we're done with that until deliberative. Unless DRA comes down on us, we might have to change something, but if it's minimal, it's minimal.
And
it's usually minimal. It's usually like grammar or comma. Literally, that's what my errors have been.
Right.
And for all those concerned by the deliberative, all these warrant articles, which there's only a handful of them now, they will have the tax impact value on them for the deliberative, so you will be able to see it. And I can tell you right now that the warrant article for Greenie Park, the Lake Coast program is probably about 1 cent, 2 cents tops for those per $1,000. And then the contingency fund, like we said, there's no money that needs to be approved from that because it's coming from the unassigned fund balance as before. The ones that will be impacting your pocketbook will be for the 24/7 fire EMS to be approved and be able to taken care of, and then the warrant article to purchase the land. So those are the two that you'll probably be wanting to look at to see what your tax impacts are gonna be.
Yep. And we will have the amount that your rate is going to increase.
Right.
Not your rate. So originally, we had posted that it was like $3.03. That's your rate. To me, I mean, you guys can disagree or agree, or we can talk about it, but to me, having my tax rate as the operating budget doesn't help me. But if you tell me it's gonna go up by 50% if I vote for this, that helps me. Do you know what I mean? So having that bottom rate doesn't do anything for me. Tell me what my rate's gonna go up, and then I can do some mental math real quick. But if you tell me my rate's gonna be $3.03 if I vote for this budget, I have no idea what that means. Because I gotta compare it to what I'm paying now. Do you know what I mean? And it's easier to just say, oh, this is the increase.
Yep.
So that's what I had asked Paula about earlier today, was maybe just putting the increase in and not just the rate.
I'm okay, I mean,
Well, on the warrant articles,
the
I
increase
believe
per
we have to
penny.
put the rate
put it in
per
like it's gonna go up
thousand.
1 cent per, 2 cents per thousand, right? That's what I care
So the warrant articles, the ones that get money, that's what it shows.
Right.
The budget, she had originally, not your fault or anything like that, had just like what your rate would be.
Okay,
Do you know what I mean? Versus what your rate's gonna go up.
yeah, go up.
So like, if you voted for the default, it's gonna go up 25 cents. If you vote for the proposed, it's gonna go up 35 cents. That's what I would like to see,
Yep.
in my opinion.
Yep.
I think it would be easier for people reading it to see that than versus just a rate.
Right, and the comparison between the two.
Exactly.
Yep.
So, all right, so that's good. Yeah, so deliberative,
In the deliberative, we'll throw it out there again, for all those concerned, you want to come have your voices heard. The date is January 31st, 9 a.m., right here, live at Town Hall. We
yep.
hope to see a lot of people here.
Be nice to see some new faces.
Yes, it would.
We have a new face, she's out there right now.
I'm talking at deliberative. So now you have to come to deliberative, sorry.
The other thing is, we have candidates night. Joe? When's candidates night?
26.
Come on.
No, it's the 19th. Well, we're just waiting for the moderator to.
Wait a minute, February, right?
Yes.
February 19th, Thursday at 6,
Well, yeah, but it's
possibly
not
be
really confirmed.
candidates night. It's not confirmed yet, but tentatively, that's when candidates night's gonna be.
Okay, and when are we opening the list up for people?
That's what I'm about to say to you right now.
Wednesday.
Filing period has opened. It is open today, technically,
Okay.
to the 30th, and it closes at 5, which is a Friday.
A week from this
MJ
Friday.
will be here by RSA. She needs to be here from 3 to 5, is it, Paul, I think?
Yeah.
It's 3 o'clock to 5 on that Friday. All the other days are normal town hall business hours, but that Friday, January 30th, she'll be here from 3 to 5, and then that's it.
Yep.
And there's a list of openings on the town website for anybody to look at to see if you're interested in running for any office.
Yeah, and I would encourage the residents of Newton who have never thought of this to actually, if you have some business sense and you can afford a few hours a week, it would make sense to put some new blood into this board. So I would encourage, we do have an open seat. I enjoy the people that will be running again this year on this board, so I hope they make it. But it would be nice to see somebody else with a strong business or legal background on this board, and I'll leave it there.
And as well as the other boards, the planning boards and the ZBA, I think, has an opening too. So, I mean, some of you people that are out there complaining about you don't like the way things are run, this is a perfect chance to step up and be accountable. And then that way here, you can actually see firsthand how things are done and be part of. So don't be bashful.
So I'll run down the list real quick of the open positions.
Please.
Select board member for 3 years, there's 2 positions. That's me and Joe are up. Select board member for 1 year for 1 position. Moderator for 2 years. Cemetery trustee for 3 years. Gale Library trustee for 3 years. Trustee of the trust fund for 3 years. Planning board member for 3 years, there's 2 seats open. Supervisor of the checklist, 1 seat open for 3 years. Supervisor of the checklist, 1 seat open for 1 year, and the road agent position is open for a 3-year term. And those are all the openings we have.
All right, so there is none for the ZBA. I thought there was one.
No.
All right, so just the
ZBA is
planning
not
board.
filled by that.
Oh, yeah, that's right,
ZBA is
too.
filled by the
Not
selectmen.
elected. They're appointed.
That's right. Yeah, so,
I just want to ask, I'm assuming you're putting your name in? If not, we're going to have a...
he hasn't been asked yet.
Let's meet him outside.
Take so much, please.
That's all I have. I just wanted to hit some of those dates.
Very good, thank you. We're gonna move on for approvals. Health inspector fee increase. So, we're gonna have to have a temporary,
No, it's just the deputy health inspector
Oh,
is
okay.
just requesting that the fee he gets per inspection be raised by $25 from $50 to $75. And all of his pay comes out of the, we put it in the budget, but it comes out of the
Comes from the
inspector's fee account.
Right.
okay,
So that's all we're doing is increasing his fee per inspection by $25.
Move to increase the health officer's inspection fee from $50 to $75 per inspection effective immediately.
Second.
motion by Joe, seconded by Mike, all in favor?
Aye.
That would be an aye, unanimous.
I move to approve the consent agenda as written.
Second.
Motion by Joe, seconded by Dan, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye, that would be unanimous. And we already did the warrant articles, we talked about the deliberative session. The town of Newton now has a Facebook page. Please follow at Town of Newton NH for all the latest news and information. Anything else?
It is not regularly monitored, so there won't be any commenting on it
Yeah,
Or
don't
there
try
won't
to
be a
talk to
reply
the-
to comments.
Don't try to talk to the town through the Facebook page,
Yep.
because it's not gonna work.
Okay, so it's informational only.
Information only.
So is it kind of, as it's set up that people can publicly make comments on it?
Yes, but we wrote right on the front page that comments will be taken down.
Thank you. I just want to make sure we understand that.
And we talked about candidates night. Anything else coming up that we need to talk about?
No. The official warrant and budget and everything won't be finalized until at least next Monday.
Yep. And we'll put this out there real quick. So mark your dates. March 10th will be the voting date at the safety complex. We hope to see everybody there that's a registered voter.
Do you have something, Mike?
Yeah, just a comment, sitting there thinking about it, Trish and I were talking about it. I'm gonna recommend, we've got time, and I don't know if somebody's been picked, or your thoughts are along the lines of who to dedicate the town report to this year. I'm gonna recommend you do it to Chester Bierce. Chet Bierce is, right now, I think would be the best candidate to dedicate that report to, if everybody's on board.
I do agree. Yes, I do agree.
I agree.
Thank you, guys.
Yep.
Thanks, Mike.
You know, usually, Mike, we keep that stuff hidden. Yeah.
I don't think we hide it.
Okay. That's fine.
I like your transparency.
Not a problem. Usually, we keep that as a surprise, but I understand your point. Yes. I 100% agree. I'll motion to dedicate this year's town report to Chester Bierce.
Second.
Dan made the motion, we had a couple of seconds, I think it's pretty unanimous, but all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Okay.
I'd like to make one comment. I'd like to thank all those individuals who worked on behalf of getting the budget pulled together. There was a lot of hard work done by a few people, and I for one, appreciate, I'm sure my members appreciate
Yeah.
everyone's effort for doing so.
Yep.
Yeah.
It just shows that the culture of this town has changed, and we do everything collaboratively, and it's all transparent. Appreciate it.
Thank you, Joe. And I just want to further put out there, we've had a lot of contributions to our food pantry this year, and I think everybody's charitable donations have come at a very good time this year, and those were greatly appreciated. So thank you very much for everybody that contributed to the pantry. Anything else? All right, with that, we will adjourn at 6:43.
Thank you.
Thank you.